Now, unless you prefer to be dressed in like your favorite attire, you're either dressed in your favorite attire or sturdy adventuring clothes, and you have all of your normal gear, whatever you have on you typically.
Cool. I'm in my adventuring stuff because that's what I had last time. So.
Cool. And you guys are in a really old forest that pretty much any direction you look, just imagine the old big trees, not really a sylvan look, just old growth forest. And everybody hears it sounds like a thin stream of water. And you look over and you see a guy with his back to you, obviously pissing on a tree. He appears not to have noticed you at all. He's got his back to you, and he's dressed like... There we go. Yes, welcome to the only role-playing game where urination actually matters from time to time. Yeah, don't you feel special? There we go. He's dressed like this. It's kind of down at the bottom left.
Okay.
He's got his back to you, and he starts kind of singing, not loud, but he's singing, "If I lift I mimic this in die boxing dog."
Oh, that's a nice flow he's got there, Freddie. Sounds like he might be taking Flomax.
Can we tell the language that's in?
Give me linguistics rolls. Linguistics roll, I'll tell you the language because I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'll even give a refill if somebody's like, no, I've got that above learn, because I don't think any players have this language. Move this back in case you guys need cards. Holy shit, Suede. Suede, he's speaking Finnish. Finnish. Suede, go ahead and give me your Finnish language roll, please, which is oddly at the same level that your linguistics is.
No, just roll linguistics in here. Just it's right here. And
you're not sure what he's saying. With his earlier fumble, he has completely failed to hear you guys chatting. He seems intent on urination. He goes, whoop, kind of moves his shoe a little bit and continues peeing on the tree.
I look around, I see Freddie and Suede.
Oh, everybody give me listen rolls. Go for, well, if you make it by half, you'll get more. But, yeah. Whoa. Wrestling rad.
No, too busy listening to last one.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, no problem. More for you. Okay, so Freddie hears the guy's kind of muttered song. Wrestling, there's definitely a large group of people over there. You're thinking with you're at half, it sounds a lot like a caravan. You hear animals and stuff, and being a merchant, you're kind of used to caravans. And an old-timey caravan. We're not talking trucks and shit like that. And you're thinking, Ralph, that there's probably about 50, 60 people, and one of them sounds about 47 years old.
Is the guy that's taking the piss, is it armed in any way?
He's not on his butt.
So no bows or anything. Okay.
Right. He seems to be getting finished. Oh wait, there's a bit more.
I'm gonna like.
Mike's got a full bladder.
I don't know, like, is it hostile or what? I'm just gonna go like creep into a bush and hide and watch just to see what he does.
That seems a little more hostile than I'm gonna creep into the bush and watch him finish peeing.
Well, I don't know. Like, is he?
You guys talk about. He sounds like he's finished. He starts messing with his pants in the front.
I walk
do
up
one of
next
those.
to him. I unzip.
He looks at you and goes, "What?" And he starts babbling at you and finish.
I just nod and look back down.
He looks around the forest. He attempts to notice hers. It's like, why is he using the same tree?
I just nod and smile at him when it's like it's all normal when he looks back at us.
He looks absolutely stunned. He begins asking you questions and finish. He moves away from Sway to bed. He continues asking you questions and finish as though he expects you to be able to speak it.
I just shrug at him.
He goes, as far as is he armed, he has a small knife that he is wearing in the front that you didn't see from behind. He motions for you to follow him, and he's heading back toward, he's heading off into the forest, Freddy, he's heading toward the caravan.
Yeah.
I do like tying my pants up as if I just finished taking a dump and I follow the other two.
All right.
When you gotta go, mate.
It looked like you had a dump or some quick, dirty butt sex in the forest. Either way. So you guys head over there, and there's a whole bunch of people that seem to be doing caravan type stuff. Here's a little bit more picture.
I smell potential for commerce taking place over here.
There are men and women here, and they are dressed like this, generally.
Okay.
Does anybody have history?
I was just gonna ask that. Yes.
Everyone has history, Logan.
Oh, yeah.
But none of us.
Right. The two people in bubble. You guys agree that it is a post cyberpunk type of style and stuff. They probably got comms sewn into their clothing and shit like that.
Yeah,
Why they're using horses and wagons? They're probably mechanical horses and stuff like that.
Cybernetics, mate. I've seen it before.
Huh. I wonder why they started freaking out when I tried to use my device the other time. Oh well, must have been a big accident.
The guy, while he's still a long way off, he goes, and people look over and stuff. And there are caravan guards, but they don't appear overly hostile. They're more kind of curious. Although when you guys do make an appearance, they start scanning the rest of the forest.
So is this caravan in movement, or are they set up somewhere?
It looks like they were stopped. Your guess, give me an evidence analysis, Wrestling. Just wrestling. Give me another fumble so I can tell you some wild shit. Fail. You think that they're going so slowly that it looks like they're stopped, but they're still in motion. You're not really sure what's up with this. All the animals are still tethered and stuff, so who knows? You guys come up, and everybody seems to be dressed kind of like that. You notice something interesting. All of the obvious guards, like this guy is apparently, a drover or something. He's like motioning you guys to follow him and stuff. So unless you want to run through the forest, he's all of the guards, though, the ones that are weaponed up and armored and stuff, look very feral, a bit wolfish.
Okay.
fellas look a little bit wild.
Mm-hmm. And a couple of them come up and talk to you in Finnish.
I'm just like, English? Does anyone speak English?
They look at each other as though they've heard this before. And go, they're like, no, they don't understand you, but they're all like, ooh, they listen for. One of them goes. He comes back with like 3 skewers of meat on a stick and offers them around. He takes a bite out of some to show that it's not.
Oh, I'll have some.
Tastes like pig.
One can't deny the effect of smoked meats on the soul, Freddy.
Well, it's not bacon, but it'll do.
You notice that the flag flying over the caravans is a black stylized sun rising over red hills. It looks like there's different kinds of wagons. Some of the wagons are like flatbeds with packages and stuff. This is definitely a merchant caravan. What's interesting is that there's some wagons about the size of minivans drawn by black horses that are really stylish, elegant, beautiful, heavily guarded, and completely closed up.
The guards, it's like swords and shields, or
swords, shields, bows, crossbows, all the best medieval shit.
Can I take a close? Can I just kind of scan the carts, use evidence analysis to get an idea of what they might be transporting?
Sure. Your guess is foodstuffs. Mostly foodstuffs. But some of the guards do have some weird things like magic wand, strange kind of stuff like that.
I think I might know where we are, but I'm not 100% sure. Overheard. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it is getting later in the day as well. Pretty much the head guy comes and talks to the guards, and the guards go, blah, 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 and they point at you guys, and they go, and the caravan guard rolls his eyes and goes, nah. And then the caravan master gives the move out order. You're not sure what that meant, but it didn't sound complimentary, but nobody seems interested in being hostile to you or whatever. And the guy who was pissing is back up on his wagon and getting ready to go. And it looks, from the gestures and stuff, and they seem fairly friendly. They're offering you water, skins, and stuff if you're wanting to see what's in those. But it looks like they're starting to move out. It's kind of a well-defined path more than a road that they're on.
So are they gesturing for us to come with them, or
they seem to kind of expect you to come with them.
Okay. Yeah.
You can give me empathy rolls for their overall mood.
Okay.
There we go. Suede feels pretty good about that. Yeah, they're not hostile. Freddy, you're thinking that they're tolerating you being with them. They don't mind. But if you start some shit, then there'll be 3 graves out in the forest is kind of their attitude. It's like, if they don't start any shit, they can tag along.
Okay. So I guess, well, I'll tag along. I don't know about the other 2. And I'm going to mention to them. Also, yes, I'm aware Suede is still very...
Well, just talk to them. Just talk to them. Don't say I mentioned to them. Just talk to them because nobody seems to understand you.
So Suede, it was right. We met briefly on the tentacle shenanigans.
Yes, my Speedo is still wet. Yes.
Right. Well, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. You seem to handle yourself pretty well. So I'm going to give you the very, 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 very condensed version. The universe that you were part of, well, you're no longer there, as I'm sure you can tell. Basically, we are in some kind of alternate reality, and some of us have the ability to jump between different realities, and each zone, as we refer to it, has its own unique properties and people. Things like magic do exist in some of them. I know it's hard to believe. Trust me, it's real. But yeah, so we're trying to figure out why we're here. Some of us have some theory that we're being
Mormons.
tested or that, yeah, or experimented upon or something along those lines. But right now, I've never been in this particular zone, so I can't really tell you too much
Experimented
about
on, you mean by UFOs?
it. Possibly, we don't know. What we do know is we are apparently descendants of a unicorn.
Mormon unicorn.
The look on Slade's face as he just looks at you like.
When Freddie started talking to him and said his name, Wrestling looked surprised. And as Freddie's talking to him, I'm kind of walking around, looking closely at Swade.
Oh, this is
I poke him.
wrestling.
Hey, you might.
So
I know that grunt anywhere.
what you're saying is a unicorn
Yeah.
made us?
Well, I mean, it's a very powerful unicorn. It can shapeshift and stuff. Look, I don't know, right? Condensed version. You're not. Alright, you see that person over there? The one
Yeah.
with the wolf looking face? He's
Like
not.
mine?
No. He's not quite the same as you. Right? So.
I don't think anybody's quite the same as me, but all right.
You're what we call a Dora. They are basically just part of the zone wherein you have unique abilities they don't.
Finally, somebody recognizes me for who I am. My unique abilities.
Some guy, one of the guards walks up to you guys as you're walking along and he goes, "Hello.
Oh, hello, mate.
How you all doing?"
Well, mate, how are you?
Huh?
I clap him on the shoulder.
He smiles and nods. He seems pleased with himself and wanders off. Like he's just accomplished something.
You're
He
great at
goes and
English.
tells another guard who looks at you and just kind of looks back at the guard and like, "Hey, you fucking idiot."
Well,
I've got a question for you. So you know I'm Swade, and you are Dora.
Oh, I'm Aeolus, but everyone calls me Freddy. This is Wrestling. This is Swade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Swade.
Oh, you know each other? Oh, okay.
We have a bit of a history, right, Swade? I look at him, still trying to figure out if it's the same one.
He looks a lot less muscular than he used to.
Too many happy pies.
You guys, as you're continuing to walk along the wagons, you notice something kind of unusual. They look like old-fashioned wagons, but they've kind of got like shock absorbers and stuff. The more that you're hanging out, it's pretty subtle, but it's more of a cross between medieval and steampunk. You know, like that guy over there has some sort of weird steampunky looking pistol. The wagons have shock absorbers, just little things like that.
Huh.
Yes, far in the future, the technology is amazing, Freddie.
Now, are the shock absorbers? I'm sorry. Are the shock absorbers? Are they like, some kind of brassy steampunky material, or they're like
Oh yeah,
Rough Rider, Texan.
no.
Right.
Oh, Rough Rider. Yeah. Yeah, they're into brassy. They're very steampunk. Anybody from the steampunk Renaissance fairs and shit would cream in their jeans to have this kind of stuff all over the place. That guy over there is wearing like a hat with the steampunk goggles and shit on it. I mean, just little touches here and there now that you're hanging out. But eventually, it gets closer to dark. They stop well before dark, and they kind of circle the wagons, and they're starting to set up camp. One of the guards comes up to you guys, and he goes, blah, 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 and he picks up like a twig and...
Yeah, firewood. Yep, got it.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
He goes back to what he was doing.
Yeah, I'll go help Slade with the firewood.
Okay, what's Rasslin doing?
Need some firewood? We can get you some firewood.
No problem. You guys go and gather firewood along with everybody else. No problem. People are setting up like tents and stuff like that. And it's a lot of work, but you guys are, aside from just getting lots of wood and stuff, you're not really expected to be doing much. You do good.
While we're gathering wood by ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and cast a spell.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're up to. Which spell?
Time check.
You're just going to fail the spell, but hold on.
Look, I need to try.
I understand. Let's see. Magic, unlimited. Go ahead and just roll the spell.
I'll keep trying it.
I look at my watch. It's 4:20. Freddie, 4:20.
Not that kind of time. Also, does your watch work?
I don't know. Are you wearing a watch, Slade?
Yeah, it's a broken Timex.
Oh, the broken one.
Yeah,
it works as well as it ever has.
I fumbled them, and what's my...
Oh, nice.
You're a wizard, right. Freddie.
Freddie self-destructs for some reason. He gets the draw 2 fumble card. Let's see what happens.
Yay.
Massive strain. He takes D6 hit points and magic points and drops all the firewood or whatever he's got on him.
Okay.
Freddie, it looks like you got a nosebleed there, mate. Let me help you up.
Thanks. I'm not quite used to this spell yet.
Hey, you're doing a great job there, Freddie.
Yeah.
Told you magic doesn't work. Doesn't exist. No such thing.
When it finally gets dark, I mean, you guys are being fed, watered, all that kind of shit. You really have. They're even pulling out extra bedrolls and stuff for you because I don't think any of the PCs carry them. But you do get a bit of a surprise with the night sky. This is what it looks like here. It's the upper right.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It is pretty, but it's quite obvious that you guys are not on planet Earth. Could I get a very mild sanity roll from everybody, please? Toward paradigm distortion. It's 0 if you make it. You go, Freddie is way too stable. He needs to start a ritual murder cult for a while. So he just takes it in stride. He's got shit he's doing and stuff. And 1 point for Rasslin Rad toward paradigm distortion. He says.
What the hell?
Now, at night, also something else happens. Now, there aren't as many people as what I'm showing you here, but this is to give you an idea of the fashions. From the highly sealed wagons, once the sun is completely down, other people come out, and this is their fashion.
Victorian kind of.
These people dressed like this came from where, you said?
Those heavily sealed wagons?
Oh, they came out of the wagons. Gotcha.
They walk with a lot of fucking grace, almost gliding across and such.
These are the soul poppies, mate.
They seem to have very pale skin, and all of them are thin.
Vampires, mates.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is it Jupiter up there?
Oh, by the way, something else. There's old rotten rags tied to trees that extend in a rough line to the left and right. They got into before making camp. It's almost like you've crossed some sort of boundary, and everybody relaxed just a little bit when they crossed that boundary. And it looks like this is a fairly usual campsite that other people have had before.
So there's dirty rags tied to trees.
Mm-hmm. Almost like markers of some sort.
And everyone visibly relaxed once they got to them?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, past them.
Past them, okay.
Mm-hmm.
While we're busy resting, I want to try and draw like a rudimentary map of just where we, from the forest to this place, just so I know.
It's pretty much all you've got now is like forest and road. So it's
Okay.
like even Logan could make that map. It's not.
I just want to have like a note of it. So
Got it. You notice also, give me spot hidden rolls. Wow. All three of you notice. Oh, wait. Two of you.
I don't notice.
Okay. Two of you notice that there's several guards that are kind of like being discreet, but you're definitely, as soon as the fancy dressed people came out, there's like 4 of them. The guards went on high vigilance for you guys, as well as the like what's outside of the wagons. Like the guards seem like, we're gonna, if these guys start anything type, there's a lot of weapons just in easy reach of these guards and stuff. The fancily dressed people come, they talk to the caravan master who points at you guys, and they go, oh. They come over and they talk to you and finish for a while. And somebody else, and the guard who said, "Hey, how y'all doing?" He very deferentially explains something, and they're like, They nod to you, and then they kind of move away. The 3 of them do. The one that's left, she seems to be the mistress of the caravan, a very striking woman. She pulls out a piece of parchment and a quill and writes or she has it brought to her, and she writes a note, and she, let's see. She hands it to Suede. She says something in Finnish. The note's in Finnish. Nobody understands it, but
what's that over there? Well, I love that.
I just smile and nod.
There you go. She does so also. She then goes off. Oh, and she also gives you an ornate coin. It looks like it's not a spending coin, but like a token coin, if that makes sense.
Wake up.
And then she goes back with the other ones, and they sit around drinking some sort of red liquid out of crystal decanters and such. They're over there. Are you wanting to start walking toward them?
Yeah, I'll kind of wander over that way, just to get a closer look.
As you start to wander over, one of the guards goes,
I look at him.
He kind of frowns at you.
I nod at him. I'll turn around and head back. It's a good guard there, mate. I give him a thumbs up and a big smile.
No worries. Let's see.
Where the hell are we, Freddy?
Everybody give me spots at a quarter.
So what's your love letter say over there, Slade? Oh,
Holy
nice.
Christ. Go wrestling.
Spot.
From the tree, like in the distance, due to the campfire and stuff, you thought you saw an odd glint kind of high up in the tree a bit, but it's out there in the dark. even when you're pointing, the other two are like, Freddy's like, I know the direction you're pointing in, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, Jupiter was
Sway's
there.
like,
There was this
that's
odd
the
glint
forest.
over there. I think it was a UFO, mate. Keep an eye out.
You're
Someone's
thinking
getting abducted tonight.
You're thinking it's something possibly up in a tree.
I think it's something possibly up in a tree.
Should we alert the guards or?
If I was to step closer to it, would I be approaching all the wealthy guys?
No, you'd be going away from camp. You'd be going out into the darkness. And it's really dark out there. There's no city lights and shit. You got outdoors nature dark out there.
Like, are there like lanterns or torches around?
Yeah, you find a lantern. Careful, you're getting ready to get ambushed, Jay.
Hey, mates. You guys want to watch my back? There might be something interesting out here.
Do you have a weapon or anything?
What's that, Freddy?
Do you have any weapons with you or anything?
Let me think. I've got my wood carving knife here. Yeah, let me check my stuff.
Very polite kid there, Jay.
Oh yeah, I've got a sword somewhere in my tucked away in a little dimensional pocket.
Oh, wonderful.
You know if that'll work here, Freddy?
Yeah, magic seems to work fine. I'm just not very good at it. All right, and how about you, Slade?
In my backpack, Logan, I have a flashlight. I don't pull it out, but I reach in and try to turn it on, see if it works.
Give me a willpower times 4. No, it's broken.
Yeah, I think my flashlight's out of batteries.
Okay. Well, if you want to go check it out, because I can't see shit. I reach out to my back and I grab this metallic bow with no string on it. Now I'm not very good at this, but
Joseph shooting wrestling in the back over and over. Stop helping me! Stop helping!
When I noticed it,
it doesn't seem to be moving.
So I still see this glint though.
Occasionally, yeah, when the firelight dances just right.
Right. How far off does it seem to be?
It could be like a metal coin stuck in the tree high up. It's probably about 5 meters off the ground, so don't fall out the tree. And plus, it's way the fuck. Way the fuck. Like it'd definitely be leaving the firelight. It'd be even outside the ring of guards. But yeah, I mean, you can get there, especially if you borrow one of the little lanterns or something that they've got here.
You boys want to go off and check something in the woods, or you want to stay here by the fire? I could serenade you with my didgeridoo.
Hold on. Here, I reach into my bag and I hand you a pair of glasses. Put these on and look at the object. They are the magical seeing glasses.
Oh, I'm not familiar with them. What are they?
I like that kind of bafflement. What the fuck?
So
what do they look like?
They look like they look like you're getting an eye test when they got all those different lenses that can.
Ah, yes, I think I saw Joshua McKay use one of these before.
Yes. I'll have a look.
Right. Mark off a charge, Freddy. And let's see, which skill do I have people roll for that, Freddy?
Analyze magic.
That's right. Give me an analyze magic roll there, Jay. As you're looking at all these weird kind of greenish blobs and stuff, and you're trying to figure out you see a lot of weird colors and stuff. You're like, I don't know what the fuck this means.
This is a skill or a spell? Just a skill.
It's a write-in.
Yeah, if you don't have it, then yeah.
He's given you the magical glasses of trippiness, apparently, that you're now looking through. You're thinking if you dress as a hippie, they may work better.
I'll think they're broken, mate. Thanks.
Don't worry, it takes some getting used to.
Yeah, it's right there. You want to try taking a look through those little
Well, don't
things?
point at it. Slap your hand down.
Everybody looks at what he's trying to point at. The guards that are keeping a special eye on you, they look even more curious when Freddy's like, yes, yeah, lucky. They're like, everybody's now doing that. The guards. They're very, very curious.
Oh, you might want to check that out.
A couple of them get bows and they go creeping into the forest.
I'll go join them.
They stop and look at you.
I want to get that.
I just want to help. Need help.
I give him the thumbs up behind Freddy.
One of them motions toward the campfire.
I gotta go back to the other.
They creep off into the forest.
You just had to point, didn't you?
That's where it is, mate.
They look around a bit. They disappear from view. You don't really hear them much. They're fairly sneaky, and eventually they come back. They glare at Freddy, and then they go back to their guard post and stuff.
Do I happen to see the one guard that was, said howdy y'all, that had minimal English skill?
Yeah, there he is.
Hey, you. I pointed the letter that was written to me.
There he goes.
Yep. What does it say? Trying to make him squirm out another couple words of English here.
He tries. He goes, sheep.
No.
He shrugs and goes back to his duties and stuff. So is anybody going to try to sneak off and go deal with that, or just ignore it and hope it goes away?
I mean, if Wrestling wants to, I'll have his back.
Well, I'm not wandering off into the darkness, mate, but if you want to go out there, you can.
Well, the two of us can go. Or the three of us can go. I know for a fact Slade can handle himself.
I nod. Swade I knew could.
Oh, come on, you'll be fine.
I keep
I'll be
looking
right
at him
behind you.
suspiciously.
Just remember,
I'll be
Razvan, it's not what you can or can't do. It's how you do it.
I'll be right behind you.
Everybody just sits around their little fire looking at each other and smiling. It just shows the time continuing to pass. You have doubts that, like, during the daylight or as soon as it stops being dark, or even when the fire burns down, you'll be able to spot it or find it again. But it is scary and dark out.
Three of you want to go on a little stealth mission into the dark, scary woods?
Yeah, come on. I'll be fine.
Come on, Swade.
Camp's right there.
You.
Sure.
Get behind him, start nudging him in that direction.
No problem. The guards are watching. Two of them go. They step behind a wagon. The others continue watching you guys, trying to dare each other to go out in the forest.
Who's carrying the lantern?
You don't want a lantern.
We're going to do a stealth mission, mate.
Nobody's carrying a lantern. You can't see
How are we
shit
gonna
out here.
see? But we need to see what we're looking at.
What did you actually see, Razvan?
I saw a glint of treasure in the tree.
A glint of treasure in the tree.
Yes, I'm sure it was gold or platinum or precious gems or werewolf.
Or a werewolf.
In the tree.
Either way, it's a fortune or it's a big bad monster we need to slay. Up to you, Swade.
Give me spot hidden rolls as you guys are smiling and nodding at each other.
Right there it is.
Freddy doesn't see shit. The
You're
other
looking the
two
wrong
guys,
way, Freddy. Can I point again?
see a couple of large wolves come from where the two guards went behind the wagon, and they just kind of go over and sit down and are watching in your direction.
Don't look now, Freddy, but I think two of the guards just took... Wait, are you describing what Freddy just saw?
No, Freddy didn't see shit.
Okay.
You guys are the ones who saw that.
Did you see what I just saw, Swade?
What?
Yep.
Freddy looks completely miffed and blank. Yes.
No, I still can't see the thing that you were looking at. Are you sure you didn't hallucinate it?
Well, it's always a possibility. Took a lot of acid back in the 90s. Sometimes I get flashbacks.
Well, last time I checked, werewolves don't climb trees.
They looked like actual wolves on walking
Big
on all
ones.
fours.
Big ones, yep, on all fours.
What the hell? I think these gods are definitely lycanthropic.
Oh, great.
So how we've wandered out.
Not yet. You guys are still around your little campfire, daring each other to go and trying to convince each other to go. It's like the scary. No, not as far as I know. If you want to, you can, but there's just been a lot of talk about going out. As far as I know, nobody is. It's the scary story around the campfire time. One of the drover that you met earlier, who was being in the woods, he comes over and he has sticks with marshmallows on him. He offers you guys.
Yeah, fuck the treasure. There's a marshmallow, yeah. Sit down, start cooking it over a fire.
He nods and heads back off.
Well, I'm not going if the two of you are going, so sit down and where's my marshmallow?
It just shows the big wolves look at each other and then look back at you guys.
Hey, Freddy, look over there. I kind of nod towards the wolves.
Oh.
They've got big wolf dog things, probably wolves here hanging out.
Those are really big dogs.
Now show me, try Raslin here. Come on, pinpoint. Show me exactly where you see this. How far out? How far high? Show me.
All right. Yep. Here, let's get a good look.
Be obnoxious. Point. Be obnoxious. Just point.
Oh, point right there. About 20 meters that way, 25 meters up.
All right. And tell me when you see it. I'd try to find what he's pointing at. I'd be really obnoxious too. I point with both hands just to be really ridiculous about it.
Give me a spot at half, Ralph, as you're really trying to see this thing that you don't know how any human could have ever seen. But you're taking your time, you're getting directions, all that stuff, and it all comes out to nothing.
I hand him another marshmallow and go back to the fire.
Apparently, only he is able to see this thing ever. You're guessing it's about 20 meters out, maybe 5 meters up in a tree.
All right. After I finish this marshmallow here, I could take you to it. Or we can just stay here with the safety of the big shape-shifting wolves and the marshmallows.
It's 20 meters away. It's not that far. Come on.
It's really dark. About 5 meters away on.
Well, we have a lantern with us. It's fine.
Stop with the lantern. Stop. Just stop.
Why? No, you don't want to. Okay. We'll go there and see even less.
I'll set the lantern down next to me. Unsling my didgeridoo that I got over my shoulder.
Can't wait to see this roll.
I grab my bow and I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. You guys ready?
Slade, you okay with weapons and stuff?
Sure. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys are heading out. Are you doing anything with the didgeridoo as you're heading out, or?
I just set it down like on the log I was sitting on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to play it as you went out in the darkness.
No.
It's like, fuck your stealth mission. No problem. You guys notice that the wolf things are kind of following, but at a distance.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, Freddy hasn't noticed it, which is good because he'd stress the fuck out if he did.
Yeah, probably.
Right. And
Getting closer.
now,
Right in that tree right over there.
Jay, because of the darkness and you're trying to, because you haven't got quite the thing out here, I'm needing to spot it full from you because you're pretty damn sure it's this tree, but it's really hard to see anything. And, tree branches keep hitting you guys, trying to take out your eyes and shit as you go, and pine cones and shit, because, there's those as well because life is hard.
Okay, let me check my cards here real quick. I got to get rid of a card.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Even though we're about to be murdered in the dark, I'm thinking of getting rid of
the murder in the dark.
card.
The murder in the dark card would be a huge help to you right now. You'd be the only one who
or
can see.
any negative modifiers given for lighting, but if you don't state any penalties due to lighting, then it doesn't help.
Yeah, I was going to give you some penalties for seeing exactly what it is if you can find it. If you play murder in the dark, then you don't need to make your spot hidden roll, actually. You'd be like, there it is.
Anybody want a skill +5?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. That, and I'll play the murder in the dark card.
All right. You walk with confidence to the tree. Would you like to help keep these guys from running into shit and stuff like that? Because there's
sure. Watch step there, mate.
Small trees right at ball height that they may run into otherwise.
Yep, watch your head there. Yeah, lift the branch up over Swade's head. Here you go, mate.
He takes you guys with confidence right to the correct tree. In fact, you'd have to climb up the tree, Jay, to see it. You're no negatives. Anybody else want to climb in the dark? If you've ever climbed a pine tree, you know that it sucks ass. And if you climb a pine tree in the dark, you know that it's a fucking nightmare of sap and shit sticking you in the face and trying to clamber around. And if you try to go down a pine tree at night, you know that it's almost impossible to do it.
So now that we're at the base of this tree, can't really make out what it is yet?
No, it seems to have like stuff in the way almost.
Do we hear anything?
No. No. The wolves are barely in the forest. They're pretty much just kind of hanging out back there. Maybe they were more alarmed because one of you guys took a bow with you or something. Who knows?
I test the air. Do I smell anything odd?
Give me a smell roll.
Almost made it.
You know those cardboard pine trees that you can get and put in your car? It's almost like that here.
Hey, Ross, I have a Zippo lighter. Do you want that? Might help with the fight.
Oh.
You can see just fine, by the way, Russ. You have no problems. The air two are standing there in the darkness in the woods.
All right, Swade, you stand right here. If I fall, you catch me. Ready? Here,
I'll see you coming. That's for sure.
I'll take my backpack off and hand it to Freddy.
All right. Oh.
He just stands there until you pop him in the chest with it. He goes, oh, right, because it's really, really dark here.
Okay. I will climb.
Pretty much, Freddy, if a werewolf or something was to grab your leg, you would not see it coming. You'd just be trying off this way and go, what was that?
You guys might want to stand right next to each other.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to lock hands.
You look up. Yeah, you look up.
Right. Ras, give me a climbing roll at full. It's climbing roll because, well, you've climbed pine trees before. Oh yeah, you scamper up there like one of those little brown kids who lives on an island and goes for coconuts and shit. You scamper on up there and you find, and it's pretty well hidden too. It looks like maybe something kind of dislodged a little bit and scraped part of it because it's been painted black. It looks like a freakishly high-tech camera because Ras is from the future, so he's like, this is pretty good tech that is pointing that's pointing in the direction of the camping site that you guys are currently using. It doesn't seem physically connected to anything. You're guessing it's a bit higher tech than cyberpunk.
Well, we are in the future.
Right. The other two see nothing. They're wondering
up there,
where the wolves are.
Yep, I'm all right, mate. Found some technology.
Freddy, something spiky brushes across your right hand.
Slade, was that you? Slade?
I don't make a sound.
Slade?
All right, is it how
self-destructing?
I'm trying to listen for whatever's making whatever's bothering him.
You don't hear a thing.
Oh, this is an awesome card. I wish I could just show you.
Well, how's it attached? You think that it's been driven into the tree, almost like imagine a camera on a nail type thing.
Right. I'll just give it a little tug, see if it slides out easily.
No, not. You might be able to yank it out, but it looks like it's kind of permanently affixed in there.
Okay, so it's not going to come out with me just pulling on it by hand.
Well,
it might, or something.
You are. If you really want it out, you might be able to get it out, or not.
Hey, Freddy, I found a camera.
Wait, cool, hold on. I think I'm being attacked by tarantulas.
Tarantulas? I look down there. Since I can see you so well right now, can I see what's happening?
He's got like a little bush that's got some like pine needles and it's scraped along his hand because
yeah, that's a dangerous bush there, Freddy. You might not want to eat those berries.
What? Oh, what? Is Slade dead? I can't hear him.
Oh, he's right there next to you.
Oh, why did you fight and say something?
Well, something's attacking you. I was just, waiting.
All right, I'm gonna just give it a good grip and just see if I can pull it out.
Give me a strength roll. If you fumble, then you'll do the classic
okay,
and launch yourself off of the tree. But
I'll have a. Oh shit! Group insta hero. Everyone gets a hero point.
Woo.
Oh, everybody gets a hero point?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Freddy.
You're welcome.
All right, strength check.
Yours now.
All right, climb back down.
All right, give me a climb roll. This is the fun part because climbing down is harder, but you get a full because you can see just fine.
Okay. How big is the camera now that I've got it pulled out?
It's smaller than this, my clenched fist.
Hold on, let me bring my. Okay, gotcha.
It's like a webcam, basically.
I'll like put it in my pocket kind of thing so I can use my hands.
Okay. And it's like, don't no, this way. Yeah, spiky. Yeah, you scamper back down. Haha. You've got all kinds of sap and shit on you, but you're not a sap. You just are covered in it.